happening now? ASU was on strike again.
Yeah, they're back again.
Then they resolved it. And now you are paid half-month salary. What do they do with that? Even if they are just lecturers, they are parents of students.
Yes, that's right.
They
They've
have
got
family
families.
members. They've got families. They themselves, they might be students, because I have colleagues who are lecturers and they are postgraduate students. How do they pay their fees?
Listening to you, for me as well, I think the reason why I also started this journey was because my ears are full with stories of what's going on back home as well. And I think because it breaks my heart, because that's where I've come from. That's no matter wherever I go, that's still home. And I think when you go out and you see the way things work outside of your home, it makes it more sad, because you think, why isn't it working? All of these things work well here. What are we doing differently? And I think that's what makes it a lot more even frustrating, because you've seen what it should be. If you don't have any idea what it looks like or what it should be, then you can maybe just, but once you taste, then you see that this is the norm, this is what it should be, but you're not getting that. In a way, it's very, very frustrating. So how are you finding post-PhD life in terms of finishing PhD and settling into work? How is that going? What are some of the things that you're finding in this stage?
Actually, I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
Okay.
But in fairness, I want to do more research.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Because there are still a lot of things to look out for. Yes. So I will still want to do, and I'm really looking out for postdoc. I really want to go into research, but my kind of research has to do with meeting the local people, and language is a barrier for me, because the local people here, I don't speak their language, and most times they don't understand English. So language has been the problem for me. Though I'm working in conjunction with some people, but you know how it can be.
The barrier is still there.
Yes, the barrier is a problem. You, the principal investigator, if you can't really have a say in some situation, it's going to be a failure.
Yeah, that's true. I see what you're saying.
Just to do research on the plants that can be used for managing diseases. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Because they are affordable and they have little or no side effect. At least with what I've done. Yes.
Yeah. But I think I also wanted to ask, in terms of parenting, the challenges of doing a PhD with family. Is there any unique experiences that you've had in terms of managing family and doing a PhD? How was that experience for you?
It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
But like my mom will always tell me, good things don't come easily.
Yes.
You have to really work for it. So the thing is, if you have a supporting spouse, it's a plus for you.
It is, isn't it? Yeah.
Spouse, it's a plus for you.
Absolutely.
But I remember when I was traveling for my fellowship, my first child was a year, 6 months plus, and I had to leave her. I had to drop her, because my advice for upcoming researchers, first thing first, study really hard. They should really be sure of what they want to do.
Okay.
In fairness, let me say, some people that I've spoken to and I've met and interacted with, not everybody actually wants to be a researcher. That's the truth. Not everybody.
Yes, that's right.
Some people are best stopping at bachelor's degree. Then go to do their skill, explore the different the different avenues, the different opportunities. Maybe you go to labor markets, you practice what you love doing. Because for instance, right from when I was young, I knew how to sew. So I've always sewn even while in school, throughout university, my master's, even till now, I still sew.
That's great.
Yes. But not everybody is cut out for research. If you are born into a family where you have researchers, yes, you might say it's inbuilt. Me, for instance, my both parents are professors. Yes.
So
people can say, oh,
it's like that path.
Why you are in research. But yes, but I have younger ones that are not even in for research. So that is
not
life.
a cup of tea.
Yes. Two. Some people go into research because they don't have the white collar job. Oh, maybe when I do masters, I can have the opportunity to get a better job, or after masters and I do well, they can tell me, oh, do a PhD. At the end of PhD, you get a job. Is almost too sure. But the truth is, it is a lie. In the Nigeria today, if I should go by that and say because I want to get a job, that's why I did my PhD, it didn't work out well for me. It, not in that sense. Because except you don't have a particular place you really want to work in. If that is why you are doing that research, yes. If I would say, oh, at least I did well, I finished this, I finished that, oh, I should get a job in UI. No. So know what you want to do. Two, if you have to do some research, look for fellowships. Be it full fellowships or sandwich. While you are looking for full fellowship, you can start your PhD, still look for full fellowship. As you are doing your PhD, then you can look for sandwich fellowships. There are two different things. Make hay while the sun shines, because age is also a factor. Nobody will give you fellowship if you are above 35. That's what I am seeing.
Wow, that's interesting,
Yes, I'm very, very open to collaboration. Of course, I try as much as possible to do my research very well. And it has earned me a lot of things, which I'm grateful to God for. Yes. Yes. Because you have to be truthful to yourself and not deceive people. And the thing is, even if you deceive people, the aim of research is for somebody to pick up what you have done.
That's right.
Repeat it and get, even if not exactly what you have gotten, it should be close to it.
Yes.
Yes, I had that experience and I'm always proud of myself. I'm grateful to Almighty Allah. I remembered when I got my plan to work with, it was really difficult. Because PhD, you cannot reinvent what somebody has done. So looking out for plans was very, very difficult. I had a lot of challenges. You have to go to different, you can imagine me that I'm not used to meeting herbalists, traditional medical practitioners.
Traditional practitioners.
So I had to work with so many people. I remembered my late mother-in-law's elder sister to manage both areas in Akinyele local government. She took her days. I'm supposed to be in school. Tell me, I have to travel down from Ibadan to those, those remote market. I ask my husband, please, we'll fix the time. You can't go to work today. Or maybe if you go in the morning, you speak to your boss. You understand? We will have to fix an appointment because I can't imagine going alone to those babas.
Going alone to those areas.
And this old woman, she has to go and do her selling. So she will tell me, she will drop me with those people. So I have to beg my husband, if it's Saturday, then I had my first child, yes. So if it's on a Saturday, I have to go for meetings. I'll have to drop my baby. Then she was a baby. I'll drop her with my mother-in-law. Then myself and my husband will now follow that other woman. We'll meet those people, do so many meetings and all. So eventually when I had the plans, and even when you get the plans, you have to first do literature review to see they have not worked on those plans. Then after, you now go into the lab to go and test on different cancer cell lines. Imagine if I didn't have good supervisor who was able to collaborate with, because I was in a WHO laboratory in UCH.
Okay.
Was able to collaborate with those people for me to have access to different cancer cell lines. Where will I get it from? Now it's WHO that is helping us indirectly. So after training, my supervisor will now tell you, okay, now you have gotten this result. You see that these are good, these ones are good, these are not good. Then she will now tell us to send it to another person in another laboratory in another country to see if what we have done in our own lab is right or wrong. So imagine if I told a silly lie, a white lie,
so
and then I'll send my work outside. What's going to happen? Then eventually I got fellowship. Those same plants were the ones I traveled with. So if I had deceived myself in the corner of my laboratory in Ibadan, how do I present my case? But imagine if I had deceived them and I've gone to a laboratory to go and do rubbish. So we have to be truthful. We have to be honest. Honesty is key.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So that's fetched me good
reputation as well.
So I'm open for collaboration, because right now, if you say you want to do postdoc, they are going to look at what you have done.
What you have done, yes.
Yeah. Whoever is going to host you will do interview with you. It might not even look at your past work, full of intelligence, how you can think. So if you think, oh, let me just do the research, let me end my PhD and be called a doctor, what happens afterwards?
Yeah.
So I really pray and hope Africa we can have some senses.
Integrity, honesty, ethics, all those things.
Yes, honesty. Yeah. Those things. It will really, really be good for us and to make us develop. Because come to think of it, we see people outside that are Nigerians that are doing very and excellently well outside. And I don't know when we're going to get this thing right. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. It is disheartening.
God is not going to calm down.
No,
change those things.
He's not going to come down. We have to. It's us that we have to make that difference.
Yeah. It's disheartening.
And I know I really feel you, and I hear you to an extent. But I just also wanted to thank you for your integrity, for holding up the reins. And I think are you currently working in Nigeria? I don't know, you're doing anything in Nigeria, or you're outside? Are you doing any work in the Nigerian space at the moment?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I think you had your feel with your with your PhD. You must have.
No. I have because even if I want to do postdoc, will I want to go and do postdoc in Nigeria? No.
No, after all of that.
No. Which NMR will I use?
Yeah.
There's no NMR. You can imagine no NMR in the whole of Nigeria. NMR.
That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
So how will you? There is no. if there's no lecturer that is in my field or in chemistry that can boldly say that, oh, if I want to do characterization, I can do it in my laboratory. No, you have to travel.
You have to travel.
You have to travel. So how do you go?
Mm.
So you can imagine all students that have to finish. I have a PhD in my field. They have to travel.
You have to travel. So if you can't travel, you can't finish.
You can't finish.
Wow.
You can't finish. And if you are above the age, it means you have to pay.
You have to pay, yeah. You
And
have
where
to
is the
fund.
money?
I know.
You see, if you're a lecturer in the department and you are not paid your salary, how do you fund your research? No funding. Of course. I listened to a professor in the UK speak, I think 2 years ago. He mentioned that maybe what would have been the best for us is if we pay hugely to go to school. I agree to it. I agree to what he said. But he mentioned something. Education is not for all, which is the truth. In advanced country, if you want to go to school, you go to school.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go to school,
you don't have to.
You have things you can do. So if that is what will make things go well, maybe the government shouldn't promise us free education.
Yeah. That's true.
Because
I mean,
even with the free education, we are still puffing out some money and we're not saying it.
It's not all free, isn't it? There's still costs that you need to cover that are not getting covered. Yeah. I think it's really good to talk about these realities because at least even when people go in, they realize that, look, these are the things that are happening. Yes, you finished. Some people are finished. You can finish, but not without the struggles. And I think regardless of any setting, a PhD is challenging. But I think in Africa, generally, there are added unique set of challenges. And I think you've really enlightened us into some of those things today. You've given us an in-depth, you've really given us an in-depth insight into some of those things that a lot of people might not even think about. And for me, I think, yes, PhD is hard everywhere. But when I see someone that's done the PhD from Africa, I think it's another layer on their heart, I think, because you guys have been through another layer of struggle that a lot of people might not have to go through. So can I again say a big congratulations? You have done it. And keep shining, sis, and just I know we're shining our own little light in our own spot, and I know I'm hopeful that one day we will get there. We just need to keep shining that light, and other people one day will see that and they'll follow suit. Thank you so much. I don't want this conversation to end, but I think we have to put a stop. But I'm hoping that I'm hoping. I'm really looking forward to being able to collaborate with you in some capacity. Who knows? There might be a chance for it to happen one day, but I think it will be good.
I really feel so honored. Thank you very much.
Thank you. No, thank you so much for your time. I'll let you go, and hopefully we'll talk again at some point and catch up, and we'll stay in touch.
Sure. All right. Sure. Nice speaking with you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah, regards. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.